before I do start this video, I want to spread this message around for all women around the world. If you know that you are in danger, or you're feeling like you're stalked, or someone is watching you, please be careful out there, because it's happening. Or if some guy asks if you're single or asks you for your number, you decline them so politely and they get mad, run. Make sure you're carrying a pepper spray or a taser with you, and just use it when you're feeling in danger, and just make sure that you're safe. Do not be in a situation where you're not safe. And also always watch your surroundings, no matter if you're at the gym, at the store, or just out with your friends, or even going on a walk, because there are crazy people out in this world, and I just want y'all to be safe. But yeah, all love. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Deja Nicole. I am hoping you're having a nice and blessed day today. My allergies are still bothering me, so I might sniffle here and there, but I'm going to do this video. So like I said, I'm hoping you're having a nice and blessed day today. I don't know what you're dealing with today. You could be having a bad day, or whenever I post this video, it is Monday, so I am planning to post this video this Wednesday. So when you see this video, it can actually give you enjoyment in a way. But today's video is going to be a story time on how I got a stalker. So before I start this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and also share this video, because it can actually help someone and save someone's life. And also stay safe, because there are crazy men out in this world, and yeah, they can even be your friend or your partner, so you never know. It's like giving a You vibe, if you have seen that show on Netflix. But let's get on to this video.
Boys don't tell lies, no, they only tell the truth. But we never listen, no, cause we don't want to. When he tells you that he loves you, he probably does.
So, how can I start this story time? Because I remember it, even though it was 2 years ago. It will be 2 years ago since this incident happened. But it's just really scary still for me, especially when I like going on walks in my neighborhood. I still kind of get jump scared when I see a black car entering my cul-de-sac. But let me just start this story time. So it was October. I don't know what day, but it was Monday through Friday, one of those days between. And this day started me, a normal day for me, schoolwork, taking out my dog, and also getting my hair done. So at the time, we had 2 dogs. Me and my family had 2 dogs, and we had a Yorkie named Pedro. So Pedro basically would stay either in the living room in his crate or in my room in his crate. And so yeah, so he was in my room, meaning I have the responsibility to take care of him. I take him out, I feed him, let him play in my room and all that. So this day I fed him, gave him water after I got up, and take him to the bathroom. So after that, I decided to wash my hair and get my hair braided so my mom can do crochets in my hair, because I can't do crochets. But she was going to do crochets, and I got crochets done. I didn't get my full head done that day because my mom was tired. I also had other siblings. I have 4, but there was 3 between the age of, at the time, 5 through 9, just so you know. 5, 6, and 9 running through the house. So, you know, and she just needs to do some things. So she took a break and she was like, Deja, I'm going to finish the rest of these crochets and put them in tomorrow. So I was like, okay. So Pedro's just in my room laying down in his little kennel, and he's quiet, he didn't bark, but I know he had to eat and he needs to use the bathroom, so I did feed him and stuff. So I was like, you know, I might take a little walk after Pedro eat with him so he can just use the bathroom and I can get my body moving, because I love walking in my neighborhood, no matter if it's hot, no matter if it's cold. It's just, you know, it helps me mentally also, and it's just, if I'm stressed, especially that I also had homework to do, and I was like, oh my gosh, what homework assignments I have, because this was like my first year of college, and I was doing it online because of COVID. Was actually, the numbers were more than it's now back in 2020, especially that's when COVID first started hit. So I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much papers to do, and I was still in actually 6 classes my first year. Don't do that, but it's like they told me I had to do 2 other classes, so I just like, you know what, just get it over with. But for people who are in high school and about to graduate, you only need to do 4 classes for a full semester. You do not have to do 6 because that is too much. But I just, you know, I was just stressed out about some classes, some tests I probably failed, or papers I need to do, and they was due probably the next day. So, you know, I was like, okay, I'm about to take Pedro out. So this is after sunset because it is October and that's when daylight savings starts. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take Pedro out. So Pedro is like, I knew something was weird. Every time I take him on a walk, he never really, like, he would, if he has to go to the bathroom really bad, he would actually use the bathroom in our front yard. But every time I walk him, he loves to use the bathroom in this ditch area, or close in the ditch. Not in the ditch, but it's like the ditch, like in like the grass that entered the ditch. And in front of the ditch is a daycare, house daycare, across from it. So it was just like, yeah, he just really loves using the bathroom in that ditch. The owners of the daycare is really nice and stuff, but that's also not the point of this video. So I had like, I think joggers on, you know, I have my hair half done, it's dark, and I was like, come on, we just gonna go out and come back. So I had my headphones on, I had my AirPods on, and I was listening to Las Cosas Pequeñas by Prince Royce. It's a bachata song. I love listening to bachata. But I remember, like I said, I remember this day really clearly. And so Pedro went to the bathroom, and I'm just checking the time. It's like, okay, we need to hurry up and go back before it gets really, really dark. And so then, before I turned around to go back home, this dude, he got out his car and he was like, you're gorgeous or you're beautiful. I didn't really know exactly until I asked him, can he please repeat that, because I did look at him exactly. And we do have street lights, and the daycare house light was on, like the outside house light, so I could actually see his face. And he was like, you're gorgeous, because I took out my AirPod, and I was like, can you please repeat that? And that's when he repeated, he was like, you're gorgeous. So I was like, thank you. So then I put back my AirPod and was like, come on, trying to find where Pedro pooped so I can pick it up with the bag. And so before I left, I tied up his poop bag, and the guy asked me if I had a boyfriend. I was like, I'm not really interested in you, and I'm talking to someone, because I was actually talking to someone at the time. And I, put my AirPod back in and try to hurry back home. Like I said, sun just already set, and it's getting dark really quickly. So he asked me if he had my snap. I was like, to be honest, I don't really know you. I'm not interested in talking to you, and I don't want to give you my snap. So he asked again. So I noticed that if I said no again, it could just, go in a different way. So I did give him my snap, and I just left. I ran when he went in the daycare because he was picking up his nephew. And I just ran. Like, I literally, when I saw him go in the daycare, I was like, come on, Pedro, let's go. And I ran. I looked back to see if he was out, and he wasn't, and I just kept running. And I went in, and huffing and puffing, and I was like, there's this guy who just asked me for my snap, and I told it to my mom. And she was like, was he a cute guy? I was like, no, but I told him no multiple times. So I thought that was weird. She was like, probably he like you. But I thought that was weird. It was just weird because he was really hesitant for me to say yes and a no. He didn't want to know. He wanted a yes. So I was like, he probably is going to forget that I even gave him my snap, because he didn't go to the Snapchat app for me to type it in. He actually put it in his contact, my snap, and then he just typed that through there. So that's how he got it. That's what I was like, oh, he forgot, because it wasn't on Snapchat. It was from another app that, sorry about that, but like I said, it was from another app, the phone app, and I typed in the phone app in the contacts, and then there. So I was like, he's not gonna know about this. He's gonna forget this and that. So I told a friend about it. I told my best friend, and I told another friend about it. I was like, something weird just happened. I told this guy, wasn't really interested, and he couldn't take no for an answer. And then one of my friends, I don't know if it was my best friend or my other friend, and one of them said, don't worry about it, he might forget. I thought that too, until afternoon. He texted me, he added me on Snapchat. I got a notification on Snapchat saying that his Snapchat username added me. So I added him back, and he texts, hey, and I was like, hey. So then he, was like, just be nice, Deja, that's what you gotta do, just be nice. But you don't have to be interested in him. You can be his friend, but at the end of the day, you can just be nice. So we start having this nicely conversation, and then he started just telling me, he was like, when I saw you yesterday walking your dog, even though it was dark outside, I just thought you were like the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. You're really pretty, you're really gorgeous, all these compliments that he is like texting. And then he was like, I'm picking up my nephew up again today. Can you like meet me by the daycare where we met last night? I was like, I'm not trying to be rude or trying to be mean, but that's only like a one-time thing. I was doing a lot yesterday, and that's the only time I had to take my dog out. I don't really go on walks during the nighttime anyways, just because of my safety and stuff. So he didn't like that answer because he was like, well, can you do it just for me? Like, just for me, please, you know, you're really pretty. One day I want to make you mine. I want to see your pretty face again, this and that. So I'm just like, no, I told you again. That's the only time I'll only go out during that time because it's dark and I just don't like walking in the dark unless I really need to. And that was if my dog really had to go to the bathroom and he doesn't, I will walk to see. Because sometimes Pedro didn't like, you had to like go walking sometimes just for him to go to the bathroom. So yeah, so he was like, okay. Then he started asking questions about, you know, trying to get to know me, and I answered those questions. And I was like, you know, this guy is kind of creeping me out, but let's see how tomorrow's goes. So the next day come around the afternoon, and I was with my mother and my 3 brothers, 3 out of the 4, and we went to Walmart. And we needed to go to Walmart to get things for dinner, you know. And actually my mom had to go to Walmart to buy stuff for my dad for dinner. So I was just in the car with my brothers while my mom was in, because I needed to get some things from Walmart too. So I went first, and then after I came back she went in. And so I had my AirPods in. I will listen to my own music. When my mom is not in the car, my brothers always ask her to put on like rap because they love rap. So, you know, I do put that on. And then I'm getting an interrupted call from him because I was like, why is he calling me? So he was like, hello. I was like, hello? He was like, oh, I just want to hear your pretty voice. I was like, okay. And he asked me, what am I doing? I was like, I'm in the car with my brothers. He said, where are you? I was like, I'm at Walmart. I didn't tell him which Walmart because there's like so many Walmarts around here. You know, there's like a Walmart in every corner, I feel like. So he was like, can you tell me which Walmart you're in? I was like, no. He was like, why? I was like, because I don't want to and you're creeping me out. He was like, well, I'm on my lunch break and I want to see you really bad. And I was like, no. What, do you not get that? So he just kept on talking and talking and talking and talking. And I just turned up the music, not too loud, but to the point that he can actually know that I am trying to not listen what he's saying. And tell my brothers to not, my brothers were actually being loud, so I wasn't telling them to shut up. I just needed noise in the background. But he just kept talking, and I just hung up. And then after I hung up on him, I blocked him on Snap, and then I blocked his phone number. So yeah. And I was like, godly, this dude is really creepy. He is scaring me. He's being weird. He's giving me like this stalker ass vibe. Now I don't have to deal with him. And that's what I thought. I didn't really have to deal with him. So 2 days later, I was doing my homework. It was the afternoon, and I was doing my homework. And I get this number from this 7, I don't remember the other 2 numbers, but I know the number, the area code started with a 7. And I get a text from him saying, hey. I was like, who is this? He was like, this is blank. I'm not saying his name. I wish I can, but I'm not going to do that. But he was like, this is blank. I got your number from my other phone. This is my work phone. I was like, okay. Then he asked, he was like, did you block me? I was like, yeah. I sure did. But he was like, why did you block me? And I was like, because you're being weird, you creepy AF, and you're just scaring me. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to creep you out. I'm not trying to, you know, scare you. It's just you're really pretty and I want you to be mine one day. Before I finish the story, if a guy really says that, if you're getting red flags from a guy who was stalking you, and they have said what I just said, that's the definition of a stalker. Meaning, if he tells you multiple times that he wants you to be yours, and calling you randomly and asking you where you are, that's a stalker vibe. Or if you are with someone and they're telling you where you are and stuff, and say, oh, you're gonna be mine forever, there's also a stalker vibe. No matter if you single or in a relationship, if a guy gives you that vibe, leave him if you are in a relationship with that type of guy. Or if you're not and the guy's trying to talk to you and they don't get like the heads up, oh, like, yeah, she wants me to leave her alone. Tell a friend, tell a family member. Like I said, I told my mom about this and also told 2 friends about this because it was really scary to be a woman in this world, just saying. But let me continue the story. So, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Okay, so he was like, you're really pretty, I want to make you mine and stuff. And like I said, he got my number from his phone and he typed it in his work phone. So how I thought this was weird, because I thought I blocked him, but it was a whole nother number, because his number area code was a 931. That is my city area code, and this area code was like a 7 something. So I thought that was weird, and plus he had an iPhone and this was an Android. So it was just like, what the hell. So after that, he asked me why I blocked him, and like I said, I said he was being creepy, he was, you know, being weird. I, you know, got a bad vibe from him, and he was like, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be that way towards you. You're just really pretty, and I want you to make you mine. Just because a girl is really pretty does not give you the right to be that type of way towards her. Do not give you the right to be a stalker towards her. Be, you know, really creepy and stuff. Trying to like be possessive over her. Like I said, it's giving you like the show from Netflix, you vibe, because I was getting stalked. So I was like, yeah, he was. So like I said, he apologized. I'm trying. My heart is beating fast. But after that, he asked me that he won't do it again, and if I can unblock him, can I unblock his number and unblock him on Snapchat? I was like, yeah, I can. Later today. So that's what I did. I did it actually the next day. So next day comes and I unblock him. I block him on Snapchat first, and then I unblocked his number. And then I text him from his work phone number. And let me actually repeat that. I text him from his work phone number. Okay? The reason why I'm going to put quotations around work is because this next part that I'm going to tell you guys is just creepy. So I text him from his work phone number. And I was like, hey, so-and-so, I just unblocked you. 5 minutes later, I get a text on my phone saying, that number does not exist. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean this number doesn't exist? I just texted him yesterday. He texted me from it. So I tried texting that number again, and I got the same message saying that the number doesn't exist. So I texting my friend saying, so remember I told you about that dude who I met when I was walking my dog, and I told you how he was being stalked. He was just stalking me and giving me creepy vibes and stuff. So he texted me from his work phone number, and so I told him I will unblock him. And then when I texted him from his work phone number, it said it does not. It's invalid. It's invalid. I probably pressed the number wrong because I was literally looking at the previous conversation that we had the day before. So after that, I blocked that number. I blocked his other number, his real number, his work number, and him back on Snapchat. And my heart is beating. Then it was like beating really fast. I was scared because it was like, this dude is really creepy. And like I said, every time I walk, because I live in a cul-de-sac, every time I walk and I pass the daycare, and I turn around because of that whole situation. Now I do actually, I bought like this keychain. It has pepper spray on it. So now I do actually bring pepper spray with me when I go on a walk. I always keep it unlocked when I'm on a walk, or if I'm at a store, or even at the gym. I always bring my pepper spray. No matter where I go, I bring my pepper spray. Sometimes I do forget because I'm in a rush, and I'd be like, oh shit, I forgot my pepper spray. But now I do keep it in my purse, and if I have to switch purse, that's the first thing I put in, because it's just like, I can pepper spray. Before I close down this video, like I said in the beginning of this video, please, ladies, even men, no matter if you're feminine or masculine, because women can do the same thing too, but especially this video targets women attention because it happens to women more. Well, it happens to anyone, but anyone, no matter what gender you are. Sorry about that. But if you are in a situation where you are not safe, no matter if you're with your best friend or a group of friends, traveling alone, or with a group of friends, with family, or at the gym, or just by yourself, like at the gym or at the store, please, please, please be safe, for real, because it's just scary. And like I said, this video mostly is going to target women attention because of what I have seen on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok is when men get rejected, women get killed. They be followed, they get killed, they get harassed. And it's men, I wouldn't even call them men, I'll call them boys. They can't take no for an answer, and they have to throw a tantrum because they can't get their way. So boys, they can't, because bro, there's so many stories. So if you're in that situation where after you rejected someone, a boy, and when I say boy, I mean mentality wise, not age wise, mentality wise, have 911 on dials, like literally type 911, and when that boy starts screaming at you, call them and let them hear the conversation, and try to tell them when you act without them letting you know. Carry a taser with you, carry pepper spray with you, learn how to use a handgun. I know I want to use and learn how to use a handgun, so yes, I'm going to. And also, well, in the state of Tennessee, you have to be 21 to get a concealed permit for a handgun. But for real, if you're in that age to get a concealed permit in your state, please get one. Also, go learn how to use a gun, because that can also be used for your safety. Use pepper spray, tasers, even like a sharp, really foldable hidden knife. You can just stab them in the leg, because that can slow them down, because if they pull that out, they're bleeding out. So do that. Also have a family member or a couple family members or friends on speed dial so they can know. And also share your location with someone, with at least 5 people, not even 2, 5 people, friends, family members. And those are really, I'm not saying friends, you can be friends with someone but you don't trust them. They can be a family members, but you can't trust them. So a family member or a friend or both that you can trust. And if you're out alone on a date, a first date with someone, or just out alone traveling, please send them your location, because something can happen and then they can call 911 if they haven't heard from you within an hour and say, well, this was her last location. But now that's it for this video. But I really do hope that this video helps someone, you know, help women out there. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also press the bell notification so every time I post a video you will be notified. Also, if you have any video ideas, please put them down in the comments down below to see this pretty face. I have like videos all lined up to July 10th. So yeah, if you have any video ideas, please put them in the comments like I said. And if I like them, I actually might do them earlier and like replace that video what I have that day, or just do it July 11th through September. But yeah, but I hope you're having a nice and blessed day today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up again. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment. Bye, and I hope you're having a nice and blessed day today.
When he tells you that he loves you, he probably does. But when he is out with his friends, he's not giving a fuck.